just got in the house with all these groceries, and God is downloading something onto me, so I just kind of want to share it with y'all. Because when he speaks to me, he's talking to me, but there's always somebody who could benefit from what God's saying to me. So here we go. He said to me, keep saying no until my plan for your life is your only motive. Keep saying no until what I have for you in the future is your only motive. Really resonated with me because given my over a decade of being a master hairstylist, given my literally just published 470 something page book, given my testimony of being a domestic violence survivor times 2 and a single mother of 5 because I have my nephew and 4 kids, I definitely have a lot of ambition, but I also have had a lot of doors open for me that I chose not to walk into because of what God said. I've been offered multiple positions. I've been offered multiple brand deals. I've been offered a lot of things, but they don't align with what God has for me. So although to the outside world, it looks like, hey, a check is a check, money is money. That's not what God told me to do, so I'm not doing it. So if I have to live a minimalist life, if I have to take care of my bills and then not be able to do anything else that costs money, if I have to wear the same clothes, if I have to do this, this, and that, that's what I'm going to do. Because the plans that God has for my life, I'm going to have an overflow and abundance to where I can help others. I already help others in my season right now. And in the season I'm in right now, it's a drought. But in my drought, I'm still helping others. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to say no. And I urge whoever is watching this, that this resonates with, continue to say no until your only motive is God's plans for your life. Don't let your motive be because you got all these bills. Don't let your motive be because you have kids. Don't let that be your motive. Your only motive needs to be for your life to mirror what God has for you. Because in that instance, everything else will be covered. Your bills will be covered. Your kids will be covered. Everything else will be covered because God's plans for your life is for you to have an abundance. God's plans for your life is for you to have an overflow. So why would God allow you to fail? But if you just keep chasing check, I'm going to do this job even though these people are atheists, but I believe in God. Or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that even though these people believe this, but I believe that. No. In my life, what God is telling me, there is no confusion. There is no lukewarmness. There is no straddling the fence. I'm either all the way in or I'm all the way out. And with God's plan, I am all the way in. So with that being said, the way that I portray myself online is the same way that I portray myself in person. The way that I portray myself with my clients when I contract places is the same way that I portray myself in any other instance. The type of parent that I am is the same way that I act at church. I am the same Rosie no matter where I'm at. Ain't no Hannah Montana here. Ain't no different me here, different me there. No. It's the same all the way around. My life is discipleship. And when your life is discipleship, your life needs to mirror Jesus. That don't mean you're perfect. But at the same time, you're supposed to be striving for perfection every day. And if you're okay with compromising and teeter-tottering over the line just a little bit because you want to check, then you have to ask yourself, what is my motive? Because if your motive is the money, you're standing on quicksand. Yeah, money's good. Yes, money can get you everything you need in this world, but at the end of the day, your salvation is something money can't buy. A rich man is the hardest to go to heaven. Do you want to know why? Because they feel like they already have everything and they don't need God. And if once you start feeling like you don't need God, you start to compromise. And the more compromising you do, eventually you stop reading that Bible. Eventually you stop communing with other Christians. Eventually you stop remembering who you are. Eventually you're right back into whatever toxic cycles God has already broken you from. So I choose not to compromise because in compromise, you lose yourself. And I refuse to ever lose myself again. Prayerfully, this message touched somebody. If not, it touched me. Y'all have a blessed day.